Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Limited Lorcana. Today we're going to be doing a Shimmering Skies sealed. We've been doing a lot of drafts lately. Just going to take a small break, do a sealed, kind of open some packs, see what we get, and make a lot of cuts. And sealed, there's a lot more cuts. So draft is a lot more of like building your deck as you go versus sealed, which is a lot more of like making the best with what you have, which is one of the reasons why it's normally so advantageous to play only 40 cards. This isn't bad. There's a lot of playable cards in here. So Moana, Simba, Daisy, Shaka, Vanellope, Robin Hood are all very playable cards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad. Definitely won't complain with a pack where more than half or half is playable. This isn't too bad. Fauna's good. Arthur's good. Felix, we don't have any locations yet, so he's not so good. Basil's great. White Rabbit's good. Chaka might make it just because she's support, which does do a lot of, or sorry, Chica. This is Chaka. Chica might make it. King of Hearts can be a good thing if we don't have a lot of ways to deal with evasive. Okay. Genie, this is an interesting legendary. There's definitely a little bit of play around with this where like your opponent just doesn't exert until they know that they'll be able to take Genie out, or some sort of variant of that. Rut's okay. Mother Gothel's alright. Don't know if we want another Simba, but we might end up with it. Prince John's Mirror is okay if we're on the play. White Rabbit's good. Duck for Cover's good. So, a couple playables in there. Really hoping for a nice, good pack with a lot of playables. This is not that pack. Scrooge, Gale most likely makes the cut. Mickey can be okay. Merryweather might make it. We have a lot of ones, so probably not. Took makes it. Scroop is probably gonna have to make it. So, and Ruby can make it. Ruby Karmacon's not bad. I was a little low on the item to start, but Ruby Karmacon's actually not too bad in this. Um, Library's a great pickup. Rut's good. This floor is good. Pete's good. Another Duck for cover. Don't know if about running that. Archimedes is good. Donald Duck's good. Probably will run this Duck for cover. Um, these are not very good. I don't really like this Ratigan unless I have the shift Ratigan. This just doesn't feel good enough. The 3-1-5, it has to be damaged to get the extra damage. I just don't feel like it gets there. Rafiki is a bomb though. Rafiki is very, very good. This card cleans up most things, and it can be pretty unexpected. Felix is great. Hypnotic's definitely going to help in this. Glimmer versus Glimmer is good. Can't complain. We got some really good pickups in that last one, so. I'm going to add all, and we're going to go back through and start cutting. So starting with locations, I don't really like running this rainforest. Not going to run Blaster Past ever as before, and when my life begin might make the cut for 40, so I'll leave it in now. Duck for cover, we're definitely going to run 2. Food Fight doesn't make it, Gathering Knowledge doesn't make it, Hideaway doesn't, and Night Howler Rage doesn't make it. Night Howler Rage isn't bad though. Night Howler Rage and When My Life Begin are very, very similar in like the sense of like they're really good cards to fill out the last couple things slots in your deck. I'm actually gonna take the Night Howler Rage over the When Will My Life Begin. I think I prefer that because being able to force them to have to challenge versus not, they don't have to challenge but they can still quest. I think there's definitely some value there. Don't want this carpet bag. Don't want this glass. Don't want this Chromacon. Don't think we want this plate armor. I don't want 2 Prince John's mirrors. It's probably just 1. And 9 more cards to cut. Don't think Wreck-It Ralph is good enough. Don't really think that's very good. Cut the Sleepy. Um, Scrooge. Okay. We have a lot of 1-drops. Oh, let me sort by cost. That will actually make this so much better. Sort by cost. Yeah, we have 1, 3, 4. Yeah, not running those. Not running those. Not running this. Definitely not running that many of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I really wouldn't count Simba as a one drop. You're most likely not going to play him as a one drop. Okay, that's not too bad. And probably going to cut her. Definitely going to cut him. Mother Gothel might make it. Sleepy doesn't make it. Taffa doesn't make it. I don't think Anna's good enough because your opponent gets to choose. Dopey's not good enough. Fix-It's good. Flora's good. Gale's okay. Maleficent's not very good. This Pete's not very good. I don't like this Prince John. Don't like this Red again. Scroop might scroop by. Um, let's see, what else do we got? No, I don't think scoops by. I don't even have a stitch to like get damage on something, so it's always through challenging. I don't think that's gonna be good enough. Not to say he's a bad card, I just don't think he's good enough to make the cut. Okay, how many two drops do we have? We have um 6 total, and we're only taking 3. Sorry. Yeah, we're only taking 3. I think we do want Chica. I think we are gonna take the Chica. We're gonna have to make 2 cuts now, though. Evil Comes Prepared is probably gonna go away. And Night Howler's Raid just might get cut. I don't. Maybe it's an uninkable character. I think it's Snowana. Alright. We're gonna save and we're gonna get started. Okay. We are going to. Vanellope's good. Simba can be good enough on turn 2. Allows me to fight. Am I going first? Is starting the game. Don't know who's going first. Ink, but send Chaka back, Night Howler back. Duck for cover will send back. Gale will send back. Think we're gonna keep these 2. Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad hand. Yep, we're definitely inking a 3. No. I'm an ink king. King of Hearts. Play this Vanellope, I'll pass. Kind of hope the next card we draw is very inkable. That would definitely be nice. It is very inkable. It is a 5-drop though, and I do not really have much of a curve. Ooh, it's a weird spot to be in. I think it's Flora. And then we'll play Kenai, and we'll quest. If he takes the trade, I'm more than happy with it. If he plays Turbo, it's a little bit of a bad spot, but he could have played Turbo last turn. He didn't. Okay, White Rabbit. Okay, yeah, I'm not upset with that. I'm gonna have Kenai take out Chaka or Chica, and then I'm gonna play my own White Rabbit. I think I'll let Felix play White Rabbit. Maybe it should have been. He's got 4 cards in hand. I've got 4 cards in hand. I don't really have anything that's super high value right now. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. No, because if he takes Key 9, he takes Key 9. I'm gonna kind of 2-for-1 myself on this, unfortunately. Okay. Challenge White Rabbit. Take out White Rabbit. Have to kind of hope he doesn't have Ed. Ed would be really brutal. And I think we're gonna Archimedes. I don't I don't really want to run at this point. I don't think running is gonna be my best play. Next turn, we definitely have to establish this Chica before we play this Donald. Okay, so he just played his whole hand. And that no longer has evasive. Okay. So this turn we're playing Chica. And I think we're going to just be taking Vanellope out. I think we're going to do it with Rut. But I put them both at 3 damage. I quest right Rabbit. He swings in with Prince John. No. It's just going to be White Rabbit. And I'll leave Rut. Pass. Okay. Hopefully we draw ink. Didn't draw ink. But it's okay, we saved the White Rabbit just in case last turn. That's why we didn't ink it, is so that we could ink it now. Play the Donald. Put the top card of my inkwell, and I get to draw for Chaka. I'm going to quest her. Yep, give the support to Rut and have Rut take out this Prince. And I'll pass. I'm alright with that trade. He's not questing. I don't have too much value in my hand, though, so it's definitely a little bit of a situation. Is he a 2-quester? Oh, he is a 2-quester. Well, we're definitely going to play him. We are going to swing into this. And I'm going to swing into this. Part of the reason I'm doing it this way, I want to keep my 2-questers as healthy as I can, and I don't mind putting the damage on my 1-quester, because if he takes it out, it's not a big deal for me. I do have Genie in my deck, so I'm not just gonna play my Chromacon out, because I might need it for that. I don't think I'm gonna need both of these Simbas, so I'm gonna just play a Simba out. Pass. Okay. Play Daisy. And I'm fine with any trade he wants to make. Because he could swing both into Rafiki. I think I'm actually going to give the support, have Rafiki take out, and then quest. Pass. Arguably, I could have also played Simba, buff Simba, have Simba go in, but I think that's the way I wanted to play it. Put those back like that. Play this library. I'm gonna ink this Chromacon. I'm gonna move Rafiki. Well, no, I'm gonna move Simba. Simba will take out this Maleficent because he only quests for 1. Yep, draw a card, and I'll just quest. And there's no coming back for him now. I'm just too far ahead in lore, and there's just not enough cards that would get him there. So we pretty much just ignore his board and quest out. Which we win this turn anyway, but even if we didn't, we would still just ignore his board and just keep questing, play Genie. I might even have been able to just kind of make that decision a couple turns earlier, but kind of wanted to play just a little more safe. Okay. Hopefully not two Simbas again. Okay, we got two really good one drops. Well, I guess just two one drops. Basil's good. Rudy's just an okay one drop. Like, you can't complain, but you're also not crazy happy. Think I'm gonna put these back, and yeah, I want to keep the white rabbit because he's ink if I need it. Okay, well, no, we've got ink situated for a while. Oh, I didn't realize I still had Alan and Dale in my deck. I'm gonna just ink that. Play Basil, and I'll pass. Two drop would be huge. Oof, especially Kenai. Oh, wow. Okay, this is gonna be a little rough. Yeah, that's not a two drop we need. Okay, this is gonna be a little rough. He's gonna go to 6. Oh my gosh, he's just gonna keep going. Swing 2 into Little John. I really have to hope he doesn't have Hypnotic Strength. If he has Hypnotic Strength or any way to give them 1 strength, it's gonna be really bad for me. Like, Break Free would be really good for him. Okay, it doesn't look like he has that. He might have Rush. No, nothing. Okay, well that's kind of weaker that he didn't have a turn 3 play. That would have made a that would have been a really big deal. Gonna ink Night Howlers. No, I'm actually gonna ink for me Chromacon. I think this might be a game where Night Howlers Rage wins me the game because I do it on a 2 or 3 quester. Um, I'm gonna take out Little John. I'm gonna play this White Rabbit, and I'm gonna pass. And next turn, this sets up for me being able to Rafiki into one, quest Basil, and White Rabbit goes into the other. Or if they take out Basil, I can Simba, make sure I still take out one. Don't think Gale's the area we want to be in. I am going to... How do I want to do this? I think the way I mentioned it, yeah. I think I want to prevent as much of it, the lore, as I can. So I am going to do it. White Rabbit. Play Rafiki. Have Rafiki take out the other one. And pass. Now if Tanana takes out Basil, it's good. He didn't use lore, or he didn't quest that turn. Glimmer versus Glimmer. Okay, well, it was good for him. He got a pretty good trade on that one. But he did spend his whole turn doing it, and 2 cards, so we are not hurting too bad from that. I think it's going to be Chaka, Quest White Rabbit. If I ink, I go to 5. The next turn, if I ink, I could go to 6. What does either of those do for me? 5 lets me play both of these. I'm going to pass. I don't think I need to ink here. I will now ink Rut and play Donald and quest for 3. And I think the game is probably over. I think I've came back enough that it's not going to be enough from him, especially not with me Night Howlering his Gazelle. Yeah, this is just bad for him. Play this Moana quest. Quest. I don't want to necessarily ink Archimedes if I don't have to. He's an evasive quest for 2, which is a pretty big deal. But I will now ink him. Well, I'm gonna ink Chaka. I'll keep him. He does have evasive, so he can be an elusive quester for me. But either way, I think I win. But I think it's probably better to keep the thing that has less answers, even though it has worse stats, because he'd have to have like duck for cover or something. But yeah, this there was just too many turns passed, and that's the problem with those 0-4s. It's like it's scary. The start is very scary, and if he had hypnotic gaze, he would have been in a much better spot. I still think I could have fought. I still think I would have been able to pry it back by just taking like as good of trades and stuff as I could. This one we're gonna want to curve out. I might actually just keep this hand. I want to be able to ink, and I can. I really would like a 2-drop though, and I don't really think this is the 2-drop I want. I don't think I need to keep it though. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I'm gonna put back, and I'm gonna hope I get a 2-drop. Didn't, but it's okay. 2-drop or 1-drop? No. Okay. Ink. Library. Yes. Play Basil. Pass. My turn 2 might be Chromacon into Arthur. Oh, he's reckless. He can't even quest. No, no, no. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Yeah, we'll just ink this, and we're gonna pass. I have no need. Arthur can't do anything here. He can't quest or anything. He's just great for his stats, but if I'm not doing anything, he's kind of a dud on my opponent. 3-2 has ward. What did we do here? The top 3 cards may reveal. Okay, not too worried about that. Ink Prince John's Mirror has no effect this game, and most games it's not going to have effect unless you're going first. And I think we want the 3-4 stat line now. Actually, Flora, I think. Flora takes out Queen, puts 3 damage on her, and then I'm not in a bad spot. I'm actually going to have Basil take out Tipo. There is an argument to not do that because now I'd have it in case I need to support something, but I don't think I will. Yeah, because I will challenge, and then I'm now a 4-4, so I take out anything. He is going to be able to just taffeta mutton fudge into it, so this is a little weaker, but reading this Pete, play Donald Duck. Just establish a really big body, great stats. Shinzi, okay. We have a way to get rid of that currently. Oh, he took it out with Arthur. That makes sense. It's reckless. It can't quest. So, especially if he thinks he has to win by questing this game, that would make sense. I think I might have to win through questing. What do we do here? Quest for 2 only. Fiki, take out. Because he has the evasive, I think I actually do need to be a little responsible. But I have really good statted characters. I'm going to ink the Took so I can play the Alanadale for high questing. Took only quest for 1. He's a 4-4. I'm more than happy with that. That is fine with me. It is a little worrisome now because no, I'm gonna ink Alanadale. I'm gonna play both of these. And I'm actually gonna pass. I don't really want him to take my Scrooge McDuck out, and I can Glimmer versus Glimmer my Gale to take out Shinzi. Maybe I should have done that turn or different, but we'll get a little bit of Gale value. Glimmer versus Glimmer. Gale. Oh, never mind. We won't because it's banished and challenged, and I just completely skipped my mind. It's alright. We're in a good spot. Oh, my Siri triggered. That's funny. Yeah, Yzma, he could have pinged when Shinzi took out. Yeah, I made the right play. I you quest for 2. Of course you do. Okay. Someone has to take out Happy. It's going to be Moana. Although Ed takes either of them out now. Nothing I can do about that, though. Okay, Clarabelle. I can't banish an item. I don't have one. We are going to challenge with Chaka. Do I want to keep giving myself damaged characters? I worry if he plays Ed, I just won't even be able to challenge. It's going to be Scrooge. Maybe it's... No. It's not Moana because she doesn't banish. And I did this in the wrong order. I should have Hypnotic Gaze first because that's what I intended to do. Yeah, we're going to put... I'm going to put these back on top. Because I'm going to ink this Daisy. Am I going to ink this Daisy? Yes, I'm going to ink this Daisy. But I'll do that next turn. I'll play this, and I'll have it bodyguarded. Pass. And that should hopefully protect my 6 lore. So 2-3 lores would win the game, which he doesn't have. So that won't be happening. Oh, no, there's just nothing. They don't have enough ink. That's the issue. Ink, play Genie, and the game is over. There is nothing he can do to come back from this, unfortunately. And we'll pass. We have a 4-4 coming up. So even if we lost, we'd have a really great body, or sorry, a 3-4 coming up that we can establish. So even if he had like a board wipe somehow. So Gaston, Wreck-It Ralph, and Lil Jon. So 2 uninkables. Yeah, I think instead of playing Clarabelle, he inks her. I think instead of playing Happy, he might even ink him. He definitely saves Evil and inks that, and he's in a much better spot. Much better. But a lot of uninkables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't even know. He might have tippoed something. Or T-poed. King's Tipo. Here we go. Deals and damage is banished. No, let's... Played Tipo to the character area. Player 2 can put any. Player 2 puts into their hand. Yeah, so he had most likely 7 uninkables. That's a lot of uninkables to have. In the first so many cards. I had 2, I had 3, I had 5 total. And Genie was also through drawing another 3 cards, so I saw a good amount of my deck. Yeah, I drew 6 more cards than them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's rough. All right. Well, that is it for our sealed this time around. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. And I wish you guys the best luck with your pools from Shimmering Skies, as well as any events that you may do. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend.